The most valuable cargo out there, it's the human life.
I live in high anxiety every single day, wondering whether or not my life is going to be taken by that highway or if one of my family.
Every day we risk our lives on this Trans-Canada highway.
Then you can't help but think behind, in the back of your head somewhere, you think, are we going to be next?
I want to be really clear. Northern highways are lifelines, and right now, unfortunately, they are simply not safe.
One of the comments we get a lot when I bring these issues up is politicians should actually drive these roads in the wintertime so they can actually see what we go through. We're going to drive from here to Manitoba on Highway 11, and we're going to come back on 17 to North Bay.
This tour is about people. We know across the north, people are grieving the losses of family, friends because of the fatal collisions on dangerous northern highways.
People don't realize that it's only 2 single-lane highways and hardly shoulders, no rest stops. But that's a reality we have up north.
Do you believe that we're going to drive 2,000 kilometers and we're going to be still in the same province? It's crazy.
This is Northern Ontario Trans-Canada. Yeah. This is the highway
There's another en route right on the side here. Close.
Hey, Northern en route. Northern off route.
Hey, no way we can go to the washroom here.
I was a paramedic. I remember a specific week. 5 deaths had occurred between North Bay and Cochrane due to a commercial motor vehicle striking another vehicle head-on a highway. That's a pandemic in my world. We didn't lose that many people during COVID in this district, but we're losing those to something that apparently is a safe highway. It is not a safe highway. People are dying here every single day. I was northbound on Highway 11. I saw a commercial motor vehicle, large transport, and thought, man, he's very close to my yellow line. That's probably the last thing I remember. I ended up in a rock cut, horns blaring, every light flashing, blood everywhere. I sometimes will take our back highway because I can't stand being on Highway 11 anymore.
This year is the most we've ever had in 31 years of business. We usually get overnight and then people depend on that. If their cars are broken, we had one person who had to stay in a hotel for a whole week because the closures kept delaying the parts along the line.
The trucks, if they don't have insurance, a lot of times they don't because the driver isn't legal to drive. Then what happens is they'll just walk away from the truck. There's 3 of them sitting in the back. They just walk. It's cheaper for them to just walk away from it and go buy another one.
I'm a motor coach driver and I'm not allowed to mistake. The most valuable cargo out there, it's the human life. And right now, every minute, every kilometers that I do, I have to think 5 kilometers ahead.
When I saw the Minister of Transportation say we are the safest roads in Ontario, I almost fell off my chair.
At night, I count the transport coming at me. They're in a caravan of 18 to 20 transports.
They will give a damn about the mines and getting people there. They won't give a damn about our health. They don't give a damn about the people dying. If they did give a damn, they would have done something by now.
In February, between Cochrane and Smooth Rock, if you didn't have a 3/4 ton truck, you were getting thrown off the road because the roads were in such bad shape.
I was involved in an accident, basically a head-on collision with a transport. I don't really remember the accident, but all I remember is I was driving there, then I woke up in the hospital in Sudbury. I hate going on the highways, especially that there's accidents almost every day. It's not making it easier for me.
I've heard Doug Ford saying he will be on the dozer himself to start the Ring of Fire. But as funny it is, I think he better learn to drive a snowplow than a dozer right now if he wants to get to the Ring of Fire. As a local, as a father of 2, as a business owner, every day we risk our lives on this Trans-Canada highway. Every night shift, every day shift.
This is the reason why we're doing this. The only reason that matters the most is our family. And that is why we're doing this. This is my granddaughter.
I have no choice but to be on that highway. I have no choice but to get on that highway to see a doctor, to go to the dentist, to go to the grocery store. I have no choice but to bring my children on that highway, even though I don't want to.
We've had to have OPP escort physicians back and forth so that they would make it on time to their shift. It's a huge impact for the hospital and the community, to the point where sometimes we barely, almost didn't have a physician in town.
January 31st, 2026, my wife and her family had attended their late uncle's funeral. Somebody from her family had contacted her and said, there's been an accident, you have to check out this vehicle. I contacted the OPP and I told them, well, we recognize the vehicle, it looks like ours. About 3 a.m. at the hotel, 2 Thunder Bay police officers knocked on our door. They said her brother and her sister's partner had all died in that tragic accident. These accidents can be avoided if the government, and also the province of Ontario, if they could take it seriously, pay more attention and ask people that live in the north, what can I do? I've had my license now for over 40 years and I've been driving through winter storms. I know how to handle the roads. But ever since these truckers come around that have no experience, they're just doing more damage than good. You can't help but think, in the back of your head somewhere you think, are we going to be next?
You see the Highway 11, the Trans-Canada Highway 11 goes right through our community. There has been some fatalities because of that, where people were killed on the highway from transports. She was just left there. It was a hit and run incident. And I was always talking with MTO about reducing that speed limit.
Why is MTO giving you a hard time to reduce it from 70 to 50?
Well, you know what? All I can say, we're irrelevant. We're just a First Nation. Our safety is second to theirs.
So we're about 100 kilometers from Geraldton. This is basically the start of the road to the Ring of Fire. And I gotta say, Doug, this doesn't look like the ads at all. So all the trucks is gonna go on this road and onto Highway 11. In 2024, Highway 11 was closed 363 times. Or you could take 17. Highway 17 was closed in 2024 886 times. How about you actually fix the Trans-Canada so it actually could service the mines and the mills and the people, keep them safe that are here already, and then worry about the Ring of Fire.
This is the Nipigon Bridge. This is the choke point of Canada. This is where if you're going east to west or west to east across this country, this is where you get stuck. When this thing shuts down, it shuts down Canada.
When I went to school for driving, I went to Manitoulin Transport. You had to train with the best boys in order to be a professional driver. You just can't go and learn to back up on this and that and the other and want to come out here and do this shit. You're gonna run off the road.
This is between Thunder Bay and Nipigon. This just happened. If this wasn't a divided highway, there would be a higher chance of head-on collision.
When we take energy out of crashes, we are preventing those serious injuries and fatalities.
Morning, January 29th, 2026. I got the last message I'd ever get from my wife. She said, I love you, get some sleep. 25 minutes later, she lost her life on 11/17. I went through the report with the police. She was not speeding. She had full winter tires on her vehicle, not on her phone. So how can you do everything right? I had a photo sent to me of all the police and everything were still on scene, and you can just look at the road, and it's for the first responder to step out of the vehicle and fall down in the middle of the road. That tells you something. What are the maintenance standards that are supposed to be upheld with that? This is at 7 a.m. Your rush hour traffic's already started. I couldn't come home till I brought her home. Stayed next door at my in-laws until I was able to bring her home with me.
They estimated anywhere from 430 to 460 vehicles. Everybody was in tears.
For a short time that day, a small community was able to organize closing down a highway to bring her home. And what if everybody that loses somebody starts doing that?
Look at this picture. It's closed.
Yeah. all the way across Ontario, basically.
Yeah.
Can you believe how lucky or unlucky we are? Like, the one time I kind of want to be in a road closure to show people what it's like.
The whole Highway 11 from Nipigon to
North Bay
is closed. Closed. We just passed through there yesterday.
And being a bus driver, I used to do the run from Dryden to Vermilion Bay. I stopped on the highway, I had my stop arm out, my lights were flashing. There was a transport coming straight towards me, and I thought, there's no possible way that transport's gonna have time to stop. And he comes straight at me, head on. I told the kids, everybody hang on, and I backed up as fast as I could, and that transport comes straight at us, and he went in the side of the ditch on the wrong side of the road. It was that close that I just about give up my license.
I'm not compromising on highway safety. If we're not talking about twinning the highway, then I don't want to talk at all.
I live in Vermilion Bay, Ontario. Trucking family, third, almost fourth generation. And it's gotten to the point where it's Russian roulette every day when we go out on the highway. It doesn't matter how good you drive or how well you respect the laws, sooner or later you're going to get tagged.
So we crossed the Ontario-Manitoba border about 15 minutes ago, and here's where the Manitoba highway goes into a divided 4-lane, and basically it's a divided highway up to the Rockies. And there, well, we'll go back to the Ontario sign and see what's going on there. Well, guys, this is the Ontario-Manitoba border. This is the Trans-Canada Highway. All the trucks across Canada go across here. When you come across this border, you have two choices, Highway 11 and Highway 17. The sign says open for business, but it should say closed for traffic.
And a buddy of mine called me up in the morning. He said, "Hey, have you been out yet?" And I said, "No." He said, "Wow, someone's going to have a really bad day today. There's a car on fire on the side of the road." And I didn't find out until 6 o'clock that night. I cried every day for 3.5 years. And I understand I'm not the only guy to lose a child. But for me, he was my buddy.
Every time it snows, I fear someone's going to die tonight. And you know what? Most of the time they do.
Just the flash of red as a transport blew the stop sign. He came across so fast that I had time to hit my brake. I didn't have time to scream. I had time for nothing.
I bought extra life insurance so my kids are taken care of if I die on the highway. Like, I shouldn't have to do that.
When Doug wants to build that road up into the Ring of Fire, right? What is that going to really look like when more and more trucks are coming up on these roads? Just even alone, the interprovincial trade and how that's going to pick up and how we want it to pick up. What is it going to do to our economy? Somebody mentioned the bridge, right? That was exactly that. That was a moment when everybody in this country woke up and said, oh my gosh, that's what we rely on? Right? I mean, it's like it doesn't seem real to most people. You are the ones who make it real. With your stories, with your passion, with your anger, when you shut down the highway to bring Cheyenne home, that was a message to everyone. That was a movement.